Joanne Shaw Taylor, how you doing?
I'm good. Well, as you said earlier, I'm better than the last time you saw me. I'm touch wood, don't have any cold or flu.
Yes, yes, we're blessed that you're feeling well and looking great, and coming back to visit us here in southeastern Connecticut at the Katharine Hepburn Theater.
Yeah,
That's October 31st, Halloween.
it is indeed. Yeah. Before you ask, no, I'm not dressing up, but I will probably dress my dog up.
Oh,
I think
that's
that
so cute.
that's really what people want to see anyway. So
He's a dachshund, right?
he's a little sausage dog that's
Yeah,
currently hiding under the table, but I'm sure he'll make an appearance and make himself known at some point.
yeah, yeah. That's what my sister used to have. Her dog was named Curly after Curly and the Three Stooges.
Oh, yeah, well, he's quiet for most of the day, and then as soon as I'm having to do an interview, it's all bets are off.
Well, that's so funny. But he wants mom's attention, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Now, do you take him on tour with you?
Yep, he goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll be there. So maybe he'll make an appearance on stage in some sort of especially ghoulish costume or something. I'll see what I can
That's so
wrestle
cute.
him into prior to the show.
You'll have to dress him in black and gold in the theme of the new record.
That's a very good option. I will put that
See,
on the
I'm right on top of the
yeah.
theme there. So now that we brought that up, why don't you tell us all about the new record?
Yeah, so it's album number 10 came out in the summer. We've had some brilliant responses to it off the fans, which has just been incredible to see.
Mhm.
But 10th studio album that recorded at RCA here in Nashville, again produced by Kevin Shirley. Nine original songs and two covers I picked. Um,
Mhm.
and kind of a fun album for me. I think I had it in my head because it was the 10th album and I was turning 40 as well just after recording it. It kind of felt like the end of an era, sort of, to kind of a nice way of wrapping up my first decade of recording, and obviously going into a fresh decade of life. Kind of
Mm.
fun album to just write all the songs I hadn't written before that I'd wanted to write and maybe hadn't, and address some things that personally that maybe I wanted to leave in the past. So it's a really fun album to make, and it's really therapeutic at the same time as well.
Good, good, good. You're going through that midlife thing where we're all trying to sort through what we've all been through already in the years past.
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't
for
that fun?
I wouldn't put the word crisis to it yet. It's been quite fun, and
Yeah.
40s so far has definitely been more fun than 30s. But again, I'm only in the first year or so.
Yeah. I will have just turned 55 when you come visit us.
Oh no way!
Yeah, October 30th is my birthday.
Ah, Halloween baby or near enough.
Yeah. Oh, I get sick of the Halloween themed birthday parties from my mom.
Well,
Like
that's why.
this year, please, not again.
Yeah, I'm the same 'cause I'm the day before Valentine's Day, so I could
Yeah.
never go out on the weekend because my friends wanted to go out with their boyfriend. So
Oh,
yeah, fun.
it's always something, right? So once again, you've worked with Kevin Shirley, who's just got the most amazing resume, and we've talked about it. You love working with him. What did he bring to the table on Black and Gold?
Well, I mean, obviously his ridiculous amount of experience as a exceptionally talented producer.
Hmm.
Me personally, we're such, which I think I've discussed with you before, we're just such good friends
Mm.
that there's a level of trust there that I think, well, you have to have with a producer. As I've said before,
Yeah.
I could write these nine songs and I could hand them over to Rick Rubin to produce, and I'm going to get Rick Rubin's version of those songs. If I hand them over
Sure.
to Kevin, so you have to kind of trust their ideas and what they're going to do with them. But also, he trusts me enough that if I say that's not feeling right for me, can we go in a different direction?
Right.
So Kevin wants only what's best for me and wants to see me happy. And he's also known me as very closely for 15 years. So, I met him through my friendship with Joe. So I've known
Right.
time, and he knows a lot of who the songs are written about. For instance,
Mhm.
"Who's Going to Love Me Now?" It's about grief and friend of mine and the loss of my mom. He met my mom.
Mm.
The older you get, there aren't actually that many people left in my life that actually met my mom. At this point.
Right, right. Those deeper friendships really start to matter more, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. So that's a massive thing for me personally, and also he's just brilliant at what he does. He's got a great ear. He's got, great control of the room. He can tell myself and the other musicians what's working for him and what's not in a very direct way, but it never comes across as a criticism.
Mhm.
Good at getting the best out of people.
Yeah. So I really loved the acoustic version of Hold On My Heart.
Oh,
And,
cool.
I was curious, did you do that at the same time that did you did the record, or did you go back in to do an acoustic session, or how did
Yeah,
it all unfold?
Yeah, we did it later on. I did it with Tyler Bryant at his studio, whose
Mhm.
name you might know. Sure you do.
Yeah.
Uh, and it was just an idea I had, is that I always liked the idea of, there was a track that was released by Amy Winehouse. I think it was released on a deluxe edition of Back to Black. It's one of my favorite songs of hers, called Love Is a Losing Game. But they
Mhm.
original demo, which was just Amy singing with a nylon string guitar. And I just thought, what a lovely way of the listener hearing what the song originally was and how it got to be the song in the studio, where the band went with it, what the producer decided to do. Um, so I just really like that idea of fans being able to hear the song in its rawest state and then kind of
Mhm.
compare and see a little bit behind the curtain, how does this go from this to this? You
Yeah.
know, what
I,
did they?
I just absolutely love your voice, and to have you strip it down, and for me to really hear all the nuances and all the pretty things in your voice very clearly. Look, go get them.
All right, we had to go bark at the Amazon delivery driver.
Of course we did. Of
Okay.
course we did. But as I was saying, with you stripping it down, I got to hear all that great stuff in your voice very clearly. And I don't know, do you feel that way when you sang with the acoustic track, or um
I mean, I think I know it's nice for fans to hear things stripped down, because I know as a fan of
mm,
music, I like hearing that.
yeah.
Um, but it's always strange with. Have you heard that thing of, like, if you've heard your voice talking recorded back to you, you don't sound
Mhm.
in your head, and that is the same with singing. It doesn't sound when I'm singing. It doesn't get sent back to me the same way as it appears. So I mean, I tend not to listen to my own stuff. I enjoy doing it.
Right, right.
I think that's the fun, is the creation of it. It's not actually the finished product. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. I think fans like to hear it, but yeah, I'm not necessarily one of the fans who
That's
buys
true.
or
That's
like it.
true. The other thing I remember years ago, I'm a big Tinsley Ellis fan.
Oh,
Everybody loves Tins.
yeah, what a great guy too. What a sweet.
Yeah. And he did a tour in the early 90s with just this, crappy car of his and an acoustic guitar.
Mm.
And I was like, "Oh my God, Tinsley, you just like tore it up on the acoustic." I'm like, "Why haven't you done this before, man?" And he's like, "Jim, that's how I came up. That's how most of us came up, was learning on the acoustic guitar." And he just really seemed to love, getting back to his roots that way.
Mm.
And I don't know, do you feel the same way, that this is just something that is more grounded for you? That's how you came up, or?
It's actually something. I mean, I started playing classical guitar, but obviously that's not what I've been doing on acoustic.
Sure.
Um, and actually, I think because of that, and I'd always wanted to switch to electric, which I did when I was 13. I was kind of against it for many years, and then I think, particularly through COVID, it kind of got to the point where it was kind of hard for me to go home after touring and pick up an electric guitar, because it was like just a reminder of my career, and I've got to send these emails and I've got to do this, and it kind of stopped being fun at home. So I started playing acoustic, and it also became a big tool for me to write.
Mhm.
So I kind of found a new love for it later on in life.
That's nice.
So yeah, I mean, and again, I can't play slide, so I think I always had it in my head that because I was kind of pigeonholed as blues early on, that I should play slide guitar and thumb pick, and it's like, yeah, I'm never gonna get the hang of that. It's I've got more chance of joining the circus, to be honest, at this point. That's probably not gonna happen either.
Here, yeah. So the other thing I was curious about, you have, like many artists, quite a break around the holidays.
Mm.
And a lot of times people take that time to write, to record, to produce friends' records, even sometimes. I know Mike Zito does that,
Yeah.
other people like that. So what are your plans for your holiday break?
I've actually switched it up because I used to do that, and then I found the holidays, which is, as you've said, really my only time off to decompress,
Yeah.
got eaten up by being stressed about having to write for an album recording in January.
Mm.
So I did up and started moving the recording process to the late spring, early summer. And really, it's just time for me. Really, for me, I like 2 weeks to myself off at home to do nothing and read books and put up the.
Sure, you need that. You have to have that.
And then obviously because I've emigrated, um, then there's still a lot of work for me involved in seeing my own family and friends. So it's commuting back to London, maybe having a week there, traversing the UK, getting everyone
Yeah.
present. Bye, see you in a year, uh, and then family over here as well. Been here 17 years. I've got friends who are family, so I'll probably go to New York. So that's kind of my chunk of time to have a rest, but also kind of go on a separate kind of tour.
Yeah, yeah. And New York at Christmas is just the best,
I
right? I mean,
I can't believe my best friend had the audacity to move to the Upper East Side, and now I have to visit her at Christmas in New
you
York.
poor thing, a free place to stay on the
And
Upper East Side.
it's a terrible life. I really should get.
I tell you, the thing to do is catch some shows at the Carlisle if you can
Oh,
around the holidays. Have you ever done that?
no, we've well, the first Christmas I had there was because I couldn't go back to the UK because the Omicron version of COVID kicked off, so they closed all the borders again. Because
Yeah.
that was the first time in a few years I could have gone and seen my family, so I ended up going to her in New York. So we kind of stayed indoors. Um,
Hmm.
which was actually a really fun Christmas. We just watched like old black and white Christmas movies and
Yeah.
drank Prosecco, and I think all we ate was bacon for 3 days.
Well balanced diet there, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it all the time, but it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go in. We've done a few Broadway shows and stuff. I tend to do more of that, have a little break from music. We're going to go see The Cursed Child in Feb for my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Tom Felton back as playing Draco Malfoy. So, yeah, I tend to do more nerdy things that have got nothing to do with.
Well, I know you love jazz the way I do. That's why I was curious. I have I happen to love John Pizzarelli. His dad, Bucky Pizzarelli, had been best friends with Les Paul, and he was actually in the Tonight Show band and the NBC Orchestra. His dad was, and his wife Jessica Molansky is more of a Broadway vocalist,
Mm.
and
I may try and maybe I'll try and drag Rachel. She's more of a Broadway and a sports nut, so we have to meet in the middle.
well,
So,
she likes Broadway. She'd love Jessica singing.
oh, there you go.
So what they do is kind of a witty repartee. It's just the two of them, and
Mm,
he plays like an archtop guitar, and she sings, and um, it's almost like a comedy show
mm.
because they have that give and take that you would
Oh,
get with like the Rat Pack, and then
well,
there's the
um,
this
we've got a night off in New York, so maybe I can convince the band. Last time we did the
yeah
comedy, which was actually a really good fun night out. I mean, the city's
yeah
just offer in terms of entertainment. It's kind of hard to
yeah
pick.
yeah, but it's one of those quintessentially New York things to do to go to the Carlisle and
Yeah,
catch a show, but it costs loads of money. You just
well, that's probably the main problem. I'm still a broke musician.
oh, come on now. So, what else do you have going on in your life that you want to tell folks about?
Mostly it's just trying to manhandle this miniature sausage to behaving himself. But yeah, we just recorded a track, that kind of a special track yesterday that I wrote. It's a one-off, which I can't really say much more than that, but there will be news on that shortly. So yeah, I'm just having a couple of days off, and then we hit the US tour, which I'm really looking forward to. And it's nice, of course, to come back to the K because that's a theatre we've played twice now, so it kind of feels like a regular staple for us.
Yep,
Uh,
yep,
yeah, just really looking forward to the tour. The European leg went really well. I think
good.
feeling good. The band's nicely warmed up, so looking forward to getting back out there.
Yeah, well, you got a lot of dates. I mean, I don't even dare go down them, go to bands in town, people, and take a look and see where Joanne Shaw Taylor's coming.
Yeah, we're doing a good run from Florida all the way up and over. So hopefully there's some dates on there for a lot of people listening.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for spending time with me again. It's always
Well,
fun.
I think you've chosen a wise time to end it because I think the sausage dog is looking at me like, "Oh, no."
Yeah,
bad.
what about my me time here, Mom?
I,
All right, good. Well, I'll let you guys go and we'll see you soon.
all right, take care. Nice to see
All
you.
right, bye.
Bye.